Welcome to Homeroom for the week of November 14th through the 20th. I'm Coco Bratton.
And I'm Brett Robinson, here to take you on a video visit to the Norman Public Schools for this, the 12th week of school.
This is American Education Week, and schools throughout the district will be celebrating with special events to honor teachers. The high school has a week full of activities planned for teachers, with Fuzzy Friends Day on Monday, Be Yourself Day on Tuesday, Dream Vacation Day on Wednesday, Nickname Day on Thursday, and a special faculty luncheon on Friday. So do something nice for a teacher this week in celebration of American Education Week.
This is also National Children's Book Week, and several schools are participating with special events and programs. Jackson Elementary School is hosting a book fair November 14th through the 17th, as is Madison Elementary School on the 14th through the 18th.
Students at Adams Elementary School will celebrate National Children's Book Week in the high school library and the public library as they do research to enter NASA's Name the Orbiter contest.
Second graders at Eisenhower will be exploring their own library with the help of the new librarian, Miss Hefner. They will also be making their own stone soup as part of a unit of study on folktales.
This is also a week of stage plays and programs throughout the district. The West Readers Theater Ensemble will present an evening of Readers Theater on Monday night, November 14th at 7 o'clock in the speech room. Students at Monroe Elementary School will celebrate Oklahoma's birthday with a special presentation by the Great American Dancers on November 16th at 1:30 in the gym.
Our state is also celebrated in the Norman High School production of Rodgers and Hammerstein's classic musical Oklahoma. A week of school matinees has already been sold out, but two performances remain open to the public. November 17th at 7:30 p.m. and November 19th at 8:15 p.m. in the Norman High School auditorium. Tickets are available for $5 and can be obtained by calling the Vocal Music Room at the high school.
Students at Lincoln Elementary School are helping to preserve an Oklahoma landmark by raising money to buy bricks for the restoration of the Norman Train Depot. Students are donating 1 penny for each year of their age to support the restoration.
Fundraising is also the topic of a meeting to be held for Longfellow parents and teachers as they discuss fundraising strategies for Longfellow's Environmental Awareness Program. Tuesday, November 15th, in the home of Principal Tina Nations.
Madison Elementary School will also be raising money with a good old-fashioned chuck wagon dinner, book fair, and bake sale sponsored by the Madison PTA, Tuesday, November 15th, beginning at 5:30.
Fifth graders at Monroe Elementary School can get involved in a new club sponsored by counselor Mrs. Fairbanks. Each Wednesday morning from 8 to 8:30, Mrs. Fairbanks will meet in the gym with students interested in learning sign language.
Students at West who are interested in learning pom-pom routines may attend a clinic this Saturday, November 12th. Registration begins at 8:30. For more information, call the school at 321-5411.
The Norman Public Schools are receiving national and international attention. 6 teachers from Whittier Middle School have been selected to make presentations at the National Middle School Association Conference to be held in Denver, and a delegation of educators from Japan will be visiting Norman schools this week. A special reception is planned in their honor on Wednesday after school in the Norman High School Library.
It's another exciting week of programming on Channel 29, beginning as usual each morning at 8, as April Gandy and some movers and shakers from Jackson and Kennedy get you going with opening exercises.
After opening exercises is Homeroom, this week featuring a collection of tips and advice compiled by the professional educators of Norman to help parents be more active partners in their child's education. Homeroom is shown again at 4 each afternoon.
Then, following Homeroom is free advice as the Norman High counselors discuss scholarship information as well as review testing dates and other information vital to juniors and seniors.
At 4:30, Pilgrims to the West continues on Study Buddies. This week, the story continues with the 14th Colony.
5 o'clock brings 2 new teams in an exciting new round of Truth or Derv. Watch the marshmallows fly in the Norman Public Schools' official school launch program, Truth or Derv, with your flight attendants Lance Boyle and Alma Mater.
At 5:30, Dr. Doolittle escapes from the Jefferson basement to continue his adventures by looking at elections around the school system, a Central Mid-High toga party, and an archaeology dig at Irving.
Jim Murphy takes depositions from Susan McHale and Darian Andrews about life skills education taking place in the middle schools on Class Action at 6.
Norman High School media production students learn to create a sharper image on this week's Tiger Den. The 5th hour class takes a typical high school senior and transforms him into a preppy college freshman. 6th hour looks at the image high school students present to other segments of the Norman community. Diane Ward looks at the international image as she interviews a West German exchange student. That's all on Tiger Den at 6:30.
Host Sherry Burden and Pat Culvers will show you mock elections from the elementary schools, as well as a visit to Jefferson and a parent tip on small talk at 7.
Scorecard begins at 7:30 as hosts Byron Baker and Eric Mitchell take your phone calls on Monday night on Norman's only live sports call-in show, Scorecard.
8 o'clock brings a new week of bedtime stories beginning on Monday with the Pudgy Book of Babies.
Tuesday night, we'll hear a story about animals.
We'll see what happens with Frog and Toad together on Wednesday night's bedtime story.
Sleeping Beauty is an appropriate title for Thursday's bedtime story.
And Jerome will put us to bed to get ready for the weekend on Friday night.
Following bedtime story is Underscore, as we reacquaint you with the district's new music teachers. On Monday, you'll meet Anita Archer. On Tuesday, it's Billy Nettles and Jim Myler. Wednesday, you'll meet Linda Wyman. Thursday, Deanie Castruera. And on Friday, Brian Britt and Brad Benson join host John Clinton to Underscore, the fine arts in the Norman Public Schools.
You'll see excerpts from Longfellow and Irving's Fall Vocal Music Contest at 8:30 on Prodigy Place. Both concerts will be shown in their entirety during Channel 29's weekend lineup.
After Prodigy Place, you can see Coco and Me one more time on Homeroom as Channel 29 ends its programming day.
On Monday, it's luncheon meat and cheese with croissant, potato wedges with ketchup, carrot sticks, a butter cookie, and milk with a straw.
Then on Tuesday, there's chicken nuggets, fluffy potatoes with gravy, seasoned green beans, a hot dinner roll, and milk in a carton.
Wednesday is a baked potato with chili and shredded cheese, steamed mixed vegetables, chilled peach slices, a peanut butter cookie, and milk in a carton with a straw.
On Thursday, you can have spaghetti with meat sauce and shredded cheese, leafy green salad with dressing, whole kernel corn, a piece of cherry cobbler, and a milk in a carton on a tray with a straw.
Then on Friday, it's a hamburger on a bun with mustard, French fries and ketchup, sunshine salad with carrots and pineapple, an ice cream cup, and milk that's been homogenized in a carton on a tray with a straw.
Most parents realize that they play an important role in their child's education. Parents are actively involved with their young children, but tend to remove themselves from the educational partnership as the children grow up. But students of all ages appreciate and benefit from the interest and involvement of their parents in their education.
In honor of American Education Week, the professional educators of Norman have prepared a list of things parents can do to support their children in any grade. Prepare a nourishing breakfast for your child each day. A clock radio will wake up your child to his or her favorite station. This avoids wake-up battles. Start out the morning on a positive note. Leave for school with positive words and not tears. Set out books and clothes the night before. Arrive at school at the correct time. Give your child a notebook or pad for writing down assignments. Decide on a regular homework time together. Listen to your child read aloud 10 or more minutes each evening. Work 10 or more minutes each evening on basic math facts. Give oral or written spelling tests in the evening or morning before school. Praise his or her achievement. Set up a post office for incoming and outgoing school papers, notes, etc. This will help teach your child responsibility. Give your child small jobs to be responsible for doing: feeding a pet, cleaning his or her room, taking out the trash, setting or clearing the dinner table or dishes. Visit the public library as a family. Be a good role model for the importance of reading by reading yourself to show you enjoy it. Family reading time. Read classics to your child. Listen to your child read. Go over all Thursday folder papers. Separate the papers into 2 stacks. Papers I'm happy about and papers I had trouble on. Go through the stack of papers the child is happy about and praise all good work. Next, go through the papers he or she had trouble completing. These are the papers he or she needs to review the most. The review may be oral as well as correcting the answers in writing. Finally, add the corrected papers he or she had trouble doing to the stack of papers he or she is proud of. This will help your child to see that sometimes extra work is needed to master a skill. Parental approval and involvement is very important to young children. Reinforce the school's teaching on the dangers of substance abuse. Get involved in your child's school PTA. Do everything to help motivate your child to achieve academically and to have a high self-esteem.
That's it for Homeroom. Be sure and stay tuned to Channel 29 for more programming, and don't forget to check the Blue Board on Channel 29 for more program listings and news. I'm Brett Robinson.
And I'm Coco Bratton. Have a good week.